up, everybody? Well, today I'm going to clean the leather items on my motorcycle that come off of my motorcycle. And I'm going to start with, I'm only going to show you this one today. I'm going to do the rest of them off screen, just because of time purposes. But this is one of my saddlebags. It comes off of a 2016 Harley Heritage Softail. I usually do this about twice a year. Usually before I go on any main trips, that last 3-4 longer days. Like Sturgis is a prime example. When I ride out there, it's 1,200 miles one way, and I'm usually gone about 10 days. Basically, not only does it give them the fresh new look again, what I'm going to do, and also it is a protectant, and it kind of waterproofs them a little bit. I don't want to say waterproof, but weather protects them. And you've all probably seen this and have done this if you've had leather bags. It's very simple, and it keeps the health and the well-being of your leather bags good. And when you get done, and you're always really liking it. It looks great. But this bag is dirty, even though you look at it, and it actually looks pretty clean. But I'm going to try to get a little bit closer. Maybe you guys can see, maybe some of the dust. You can kind of see a little bit of dust right here. I can kind of wipe it off. It is dusty. You get a little bit of an angle on top. You can. It's pretty dusty. You can see the dirt on my hands. The back of it, obviously, you can't never clean this stuff off when the bag is on your bike. But this is also an opportunity to get some of the areas on the bike, not only on the bike, but also your bags here, to make them look good again. It's got a little bit of a plastic shell on the inside, but this is the real leather. I don't know if I get a good shot in there to show you that this is leather. These things are uneven or unbound, but you can see that's real leather. Underneath them gets to be pretty bad too from road grime. Yeah, see that? Black. These things are dirty. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this video, and I'm actually going to sit down and show you what I'm using and show you how to do it. And then I'll come back and give you a video of what it looks like when it's clean. So stay tuned. All right, so we're back, and I'm going to pretty much start cleaning these, but I want to talk about the stuff that I use on this, which years ago when I bought this, it's actually lasted me, I've had it for about 4 years. I don't want to say years ago, but and obviously I bought this at Harley. It is a Harley leather protectant. And basically I don't believe you have to really buy the Harley product, obviously, because I still got the sticker on the oven. It's $8 for a very small jar of Vaseline. That's all it is Vaseline. You look in it, it's Vaseline. Even on the back, it obviously doesn't tell you all of the ingredients, if there is any other ingredients other than petroleum. That's all it says. Contains petroleum, and that's it. So with that said, I will read the directions, which is basically all I do anyway. For leather surfaces, it should be clean and dry. Apply with a clean disposable detailing soft cloth. Allowed to penetrate leather, and then remove excess and buff dry. That's it. Very simple. I don't actually do all of that. Maybe I'm just, for all time purposes, I've always doing this. I've skipped it. It's still dirty. I've not clean. I've not wiped it dry or anything else like that. But all I do is I get my. This is a cotton towel. This isn't even a detailing towel. Cotton towel, and I get me started with a good plentiful amount, and I'll dip this a couple times, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting it on the leather, and I rub it in until it's not really caked up, but as long as I can rub it in and the actual leather has some shininess to it, that's when I move on and keep rubbing the next spot. And I try to get everything. Give me a little more. Once this towel gets a little bit of that in there, I can go a little bit further. I'll try to get every little nook and cranny that I can. The side is done. Believe it or not, the bottom and the back is important also. Because if you get in the rain, it doesn't even matter if it's rain, but you get road grime on the bottom of these bags, and this helps keep it clean and protects it. And believe it or not, I'm almost about halfway done. And don't worry, when I get done here, I'll get you a close-up video to show you what it looks like, so you can compare it to the first part of this video when I said it was dirty, and then you can see how shiny it is. I always get my straps. Don't take much. Now it's time for the lid. You might even be able to see where it's starting to shine, and the color, it's more of a vivid black than that dull black that you seen a little bit ago. Alright. So the main leather part is done. Now I just take this and I kind of I do rub it on the inside even though it's not leather. It kind of just cleans it up a little bit from all that dirt that I showed you in there. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, obviously I didn't clean it before I did this, but it's black. That's the hard part. And now it's nice and greasy. So now I want to take a clean rag, and I am going to wipe it down. This is pretty much what they would consider to buff out. And this should be much easier. And I will say while I'm doing this shiny, clean look will last. It will stay shiny. I don't know, 5-6 days maybe. But I mean, and basically what you'll see is you'll see areas of it where, because this is petroleum, and it will, in leather, it actually the leather soaks it in. And with that being said, because of that, you're going to see shiny spots and dull spots, because certain areas are soaking it in versus others. But eventually, after about a week and a half, the leather has soaked it all in, and it really it starts to lose this deep, brilliant black shininess to it. That's okay. That's what helps you keep your leather looking good. So I believe I got everything here. So let me cut the video, and then I'll give you an up close, so you can compare before and after. Okay, so this is after. I mean, there's light shining off of it everywhere from where it's really shined up. I mean, I get a little bit closer. And a lot of what you need when you're rubbing this in, the flat areas are easy. But when you get the leather that has all these little spines in them, all these little ridges, sometimes you will have to rub it in those areas to make sure it gets into those ridges. So, as you can see before, this was the side I was showing you, the dusty, and it's not dusty no more. It's shiny. It looks like it's shiny and new. Now this will, I mean, it's obviously this is well before my trip to Daytona, but again, it's just the purpose of having things cleaned up. I mean, this is underneath where all the road grime would normally be happening. That's the back, obviously, where you can see it cleaned it up. So, and I have my other saddlebag to do and my seat. And yes, I do my seat. My seat is leather. And the one thing about that is I tried to not put a whole lot on it on the seat, because it is kind of slick and you don't want to go, slipping off the bike. So, but usually I do that first and let it sit for a while so it has time to soak in. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Subscribe, like the video, and know that Daytona is about 2 months away, guys. This is it right here. And I would tell you, just go out and buy some Vaseline. It'll work just as good, cheaper. Look. $8. You don't want to pay that. 6 ounces. Yeah. All right. I'll see you on the next video.